Hey guys, it's Curtis back again with more Omnath, the format. Seems like he's kind of popping up everywhere these days. This is a deck that has been doing well recently, and it may seem familiar because it's been played in Standard, it's been played in Modern. Did a lot of Standard, hasn't really done much of anything in Modern. It centers around Saheeli Rai and Felidar Guardian, and if you're not familiar with these two cards, Felidar Guardian is a 4-mana 1/4 that when it comes in it flickers a permanent. Saheeli Rai is a 3-mana planeswalker that allows you, among other things, to make a copy of a creature you control that has haste. So the way this works is you have Saheeli Rai and Felidar Guardian out at the same time. You use Saheeli to make a copy of the Felidar Guardian. The Felidar Guardian comes in. You flicker your Saheeli. Your Saheeli can now be activated again, so you use it again to make a copy of your Felidar Guardian. New Felidar Guardian comes in. Repeat the process. You do this as many times as you need to. You now have an effectively infinite number of Felidar Guardian tokens that have haste. They will attack your opponent. You win. It's a little bit fragile because if at any point they have a lightning bolt or they have a lava dart is popular now, they will be able to disrupt your combo, but that was changed with the printing of Teferi Time Raveler, which says that your opponents can't interact with you at instant speed, essentially. Basically, that's the heart of the deck. There are other things here that basically just add value. You have Ren and 6, Oath of Nissa. Oath of Nissa is great in this deck because it lets you A, cast your planeswalkers easier, and B, find your planeswalkers and your Felidar Guardians, and C, it's a permanent, so if your Felidar Guardian comes in, you can flicker it and find the last piece of your combo. And then just kind of the usual suspects, 25 lands to go along with our Uros and our Omnaths, because that's what you want to do in an Omnath and an Uro deck, is just play infinite lands so that you can get all that value. Utopia Sprawls to help us fix our mana and ramp us out. This deck does have one change from the list that I found, which is that it used to have 2 remands. I have shaved off 1 remand and put in a Mirror Battlesphere, which may seem like a weird choice, but when I was playing this deck earlier, it did kind of feel like we were a little bit light on threats. So I wanted one more threat. And in particular, there was times when I couldn't find a Felidar Guardian forever, but I was ticking up Saheeli up and up and up and up and up. And it got to 7, and I can't do anything with it. It only fetches artifacts. There's no artifacts in my deck. So this seemed kind of like the good compromise where I needed an extra threat. We have a lot of lands anyway, so it's not unlikely that we'll be able to cast it. And if Saheeli Rai gets to a point where it's able to ultimate, Mirror Battlesphere can kill real fast. And if they kill the Mirror Battlesphere, at least you have the 4 1/1s out of the deal. There may be a better artifacts, I don't know, but this is the one I chose. And I chose it among other things because it allows us to work with our sideboard, in which we have a Jengatha, which we kind of get for free in our current configuration. I was considering putting a Sun Titan because it also goes infinite with Saheeli Rai, but it doesn't let you play Jengatha out of your sideboard. Looking at the rest of the sideboard, we have more really good value cards. The cards you expect to find in blue-green decks everywhere. Veil of Summer, Mystical Dispute, Aether Gust, Dispel, help you win those counter battles. Delvin's Veto again, same thing. And Lightning Helix as a good way to pick off creatures in the aggro decks, just help you stay alive long enough to get that combo going. Cleansing Wildfire for Tron and for Field of Dead, things like that. Celestial Purge to deal with Liliana's, deal with Bedlam Revelers, and my personal favorite, I love this card, Fiery Justice. What it does is that if you're not familiar with it, you get to deal 5 damage to any of your opponent's things, divided as you choose, planeswalkers, creatures, the opponent themselves, and then they gain 5 life. So it's really efficient in against things like mono white hate bears, where you can pick off a Leonin Arbiter, and a Thalia, and then they just gain 5 life, and you don't care about them gaining life. You're about to infinite combo them. Who cares? But more importantly, and very, very cool, is Death Shadow has been gaining a lot of popularity lately, and they don't like it when you make them gain 5 life. So you can use Fiery Justice to pick off just one of their small creatures, a Monastery Swiftspear, but then they gain 5 life. Their Death Shadow's dead, their Scourge of the Skyclave is dead, and they just hate their life. So I'm really looking forward to hoping to get to use this card effectively. That's about it for the deck tech, so let's just get down into the games and I'll see you there. Alright, round 1. Okay, so that's a turn to Saheeli. That's probably good enough, right? Yeah, let's give it a shot. It's going to be a lot of mana on... Oh, God, okay. I was going to be playing like a Goblin Guide or something on me. Interesting. No, I think we're going to stick with the turn 2 Saheeli plan. I think that's a lot of advantage. Okay, interesting. Getting dredged. Yep. This feels like it's probably a losing matchup. My only real hope here is that I find exactly a Felidar Guardian. Luckily, my opponent won't have much interaction, so if they don't do anything here, okay, they have a Life from the Loam in the graveyard. If they don't do anything like fast, if they're not able to attack me, then finding a Felidar Guardian is an easy out because I'm gonna have 5 mana on turn 3. Because next turn I'll go Forest, Utopia Sprawl on this Forest, and then tap that alone for a Saheeli. And then we have next turn. So that means we have a Scry, a draw, a Scry, a draw, and no, sorry, we have a Scry, a draw, and an Oath of Nissa, and a Scry and an Oath of Nissa to find a Felidar Guardian. Another Haggle. Found another Creeping Chill, but nothing particularly good. Perfect. Oh, there's Felidar Guardian. What do you know? All right, so let's just grab a white source, and we're gonna make this produce red. Place the Healy. I'm gonna scry a mound to the bottom, and then, I mean, Felidar Guardian, they're dead next turn, so. Okay, there's an Archimedes finally. Cathartic Reunion here, probably. Or an Ox. Luckily, they didn't mill a Conflagrate, because they could have technically killed me, or killed my Saheeli, and then I probably would have been in trouble. Although, if they're Conflagrating me, then they're not killing me with other things, so that's fine. Yep, there's the Ox. So when it comes in, discard your hand, draw 3 cards. Creeping Chill. There's the Conflagrate, but they can't cast it anymore. They can get pretty close to killing me here, honestly. No, okay, we're good. Love it. Okay, what are we bringing in? Celestial Purds, I guess, can get them. Like, I don't know. Nothing here really seems all that good. Dovin's Veto is fine. Ether Gust is fine. Actually, Ether Gust seems like it might be good here. Dovin's Veto, maybe. What are we getting rid of? Remand could be pretty good too. The flashback of Conflagrate or something. Omnath can go, maybe. Battlesphere, I'm not going to have time for that. Renin 6 seems pretty weak in particular, so let's just shave 3 of those. This is fine. Yeah, let's keep this. I like this. I was considering like shaving my last Renin 6 for a Lightning Helix, but this is fine. Alright, I can live with this. I think. Path to Exile to handle some of my creatures' or my opponent's bigger threats, and then Teferi to just clean up the board a bit, keep them from doing anything crazy, and Omnath in a couple of turns to help out. I'd like to see that. That means they drew this for turn, probably. I'm just going to fetch a Triome here. Okay, so let's grab a Forest. And then let's make the Utopia Sprawl on this Forest, make it make blue. Blue. And then we'll play Teferi here. So they're not going to be casting a Haggle or anything, although I suspect they probably would have. I don't. What's in their hand that they kept this hand? Unless they just didn't mean to. And now this turn we have Omnath into Fetchland, if we want it. Life from the Loam, sure. Just cast it to get in the graveyard. You draw an Ether Gust. Alright, so let's just gain some life. We can use the Windsow Teeth to fetch and gain 4 life, or we can save it for next turn and start just boring my opponent, but okay. Play the Life from the Loam again, I guess. Lightning Axe. Okay, well, let's just gain some life while we have it. And that's fine. Oath of Nissa. Interesting. I guess we'll grab the Felidar Guardian, play it, and flicker the Oath. There's my Saheeli. I'm going to bounce the zombie, and then we'll just play a land and pass, and my opponent's dead if they don't do something. I do love it when my opponents are dead if they don't do something. That's probably my favorite thing. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. My opponent's just face up dead if they don't have an answer here. Like, I think they have to have a Lightning Axe, but they chose to Dredge instead. They have a Lightning Axe? They do have a Lightning Axe. This is fine. Remand seems good. And actually, I think I might cash in this to Fairy now, just to have the remand in my hand, because I assume they're going to cast an Ox next turn. And remanding the Ox seems pretty good, because that also stops them from getting the Prized Amalgam. It gets them to clear out their own graveyard for me. Grabs the Healy Rye. Any order. Yeah, okay, and then I guess we'll just hold up Path to Exile, Ether Gust, and Remand, and whatever else, and just keep plugging along. I don't think we're in any danger of dying anytime soon, so we have a good few turns to try and find this Felidar Guardian. Although this game is going well, but it does kind of showcase a glaring weakness in the deck, in that we don't really have any good graveyard hate. I think I'm just gonna let them have this. I don't really care if they do this. What I'm worried about is that they play a land and then, like, I Ether Gust it, they play a land, and then they play Ox, and then I don't have it remand up, and then they get the Prized Amalgam back too. And it's just messy. I'd rather just let them have their 3 lands. Yeah, here it comes. Are they deciding whether or not to Conflagrate? They probably shouldn't, considering I think they know I have a Saheeli in hand, right? They saw it off the Oath of Nissa? Or maybe not. I forget. Okay, I'm gonna keep the remand for the Ox. I have another Saheeli here. I don't really care if this one dies. Omnath is good. I think I'm just gonna not play the fetch land because I want to get double trigger with Omnath. So we'll just pass here. We're gonna cycle, sure. There's the Narc of Giba. Okay. Prized Amalgam coming back. Bloodghast coming back. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and draw the Omnath that's on top of my library. Sure, this is fine. Knowing that I'm going to Path to Exile this turn, I probably should have Ether Gusted the Ox, but that's whatever. Yeah, this is fine. I'm still gonna keep the Ether Gust for the next Ox. They did not have a basic. Perfect. We're gonna path this as well. Okay, so let's scry. Oath of Nissa can stay, and then we play Omnath. Draw the Oath. Play the Oath. No Felidar Guardian. Let's gain some life, and then we'll just sit tight for now. There are 3 more Felidar Guardians in the deck, so hopefully we can find one. Alright, opponent dredges the Life from the Loam, mills Stinkweed Imp, Life from the Loam, and another Stinkweed Imp. That's fine. I assume they're just going to come at and attack my Saheeli a bit. Not really sure. Yeah. Poking me for 1 isn't going to do very much when I have an Omnath out. I'm okay with this. I don't really care about keeping that Saheeli around. Again, I have another one in hand, so. And I'm just going to save the Ether Gust for the Ox in their hand. Or the one they're about to play right now, I suppose. Alright, we are successfully keeping them off doing much of anything relevant. But we're kind of running low on gas here, so if we could hurry up and draw a Felidar Guardian, that'd be appreciated. Alright, so on my upkeep, I'm going to stop and fetch. That way I still get the landfall count from Omnath, but I don't have to worry about drawing that island, for example. Okay, so let's scry with Saheeli. Dovin's Veto can go to the bottom. I'll attack for 4. Probably should have dealt 4 damage with that Omnath, actually, now that I think about it, but I don't think it's going to matter in the long run. I'm going to cycle to dredge some more. I think that's all 4 Creeping Chills gone, right? Yep. And they're at 18 cards left in library. That's pretty funny. What the hell? Moto, what are you doing? Are you going to cast the Ox? Okay. I'm not going to Dovin's Veto that. I can't believe how long this game is going for Dredge, jeez. No, I can block those. I'm going to save the Celestial Purge for an Ox. Oh, never mind, we just win. Perfect. I guess let's scry first, just to be proper. Put that on the bottom. Felidar Guardian. Blicker Saheeli. And opponent scoops. Alright, that went pretty well. Alright, who's next up? Who wants to get hit in the face with a bunch of cats? Not that I've ever actually hit anyone in the face with cats, because they usually concede first. Very nice of them to not make me go through all the clicking. Yeah, this is fine. We have the Triome into Strand for Ren 6. Ren 6 gets to get a little bit of value right away, so would have liked an untapped green source on turn 1, which we might still have with the Oath of Nissa, but for the Oath of Nissa, but alright, opponent kicks things off with a Wooded Foothill. Are they doing what we're doing? Alright, so that changes things. So let's grab a breeding pool. Yeah, so we'll grab a breeding pool untapped, Utopia Sprawl the breeding pool, and just hope to not get ranched by a Ghost Quarter or something. If they have Cleansing Wildfire, I will quit the game immediately, like forever. That's it. That's it for me. And then next turn we can go Ren 6, get back Flooded Strand, play the Triome. Or Ren 6, get back Flooded Strand, play a Oath of Nissa or something. Alright, looks kind of like they're doing at least a similar thing to us. Opponent taking his sweet time over there. No regard for the chess clock. Opponent's brave. Oh, there it is. Explore. We're getting tightened, I guess. So this hand is maybe not the best for being tightened. Or probably not tightened, but probably scape shifted. I did play against a similar deck last time. Oh, never mind. Looks like Titan. Yeah, there's definitely Titan. Still a weird hand for Titan, honestly, but do I think there's any danger of them playing a Titan next turn? They could go Azusa, bounce land, bounce land, bounce land. So maybe. In which case I want to have a Path Exile up. So I'm going to play Flooded Strand here, and we'll just hold up Path, and we'll have we'll fetch a Triome if they don't do anything. Teleria West, so looking like not a Titan this turn. Okay. Possibly stand corrected here. Nope, okay. So there's a Triome coming. Oh, nice. 2 Path Exiles is perfect. Oh, 3 Path Exiles. play the Oath of Nissa here. So Helirai is nice. Does Teferi screw them in any way? I don't think so, right? They don't do anything in instant speed. So let's grab Saheeli so that we have the combo ready to go if we find a Faladar Guardian. Play the Triome tapped. And we'll just go for Omnath Floodstrand next turn. So Stomping Ground tap. Still nothing for them to do, I guess. Oh, there's Faladar Guardian. Okay, well that's fine. Let's just keep developing our mana. This gives us 6 mana, 5 mana. So not quite enough to actually win, but we can play Saheeli. Or we could just play another. No, we're not going to play around 6, obviously. Or we just play Faladar Guardian. Flicker the Oath. That seems like a good plan. Grab the Teferi so that we can get some protection next turn, I guess. Play the Flooded Strand. Or, sorry, grab a Flooded Strand. And then I guess we'll just go to discard and discard the Uro. Alright, what do they got here? Gruul Turf. Okay, so they play the Gruul Turf. Untap it, tap it, untap it, tap it. Bounce their Teleria West. Go get a Summoner's Pact, and I think they have enough mana to cast a Titan, right? But I had the Path to Exile kind of sitting here waiting, so don't think that's gonna win them the game here. Summoner's Pact, and they have exactly 6 mana. So let's let them find their lands. And then we'll decide what to do. Presumably their lands are the haste land and then the red-white dual land. Boros Garrison, I think it's called. Blue-green land. And Teleria West. Interesting. Not quite sure I understand this choice. They're going to go find another one? They're going to go find a Pact of Negation? Do they have a Pact of Negation in their main deck? I mean, even that doesn't save them because I can play the Teferi first. They either have to counter that or the Pact of Negation doesn't work, and then I play Saheeli, so I'm happy to let them find a Pact of Negation if that's what they're trying to do. Nope. They bounce their... I don't understand. I feel like they might have misclicked there. So let's just path this. I think they know about the Teferi, right? I found Saheeli, played Faladar Guardian. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Saheeli is the one they don't know about, right? No, they know about both of them. Okay, so they're just face up dead on the table. So let's just play it safe, I guess. Is my opponent conceding? I have a million mana. I have Teferi for protection. They can't possibly have a way to deal with this. Unless it's like exactly 2 Pact of Negations, but then they have a Summoner's Pact and 2 Pact of Negations to pay for in their upkeep, which they can't. So here we go. So this is going to give us a bajillion mana. So we play Teferi first. And we play Saheeli. And let's just get making Faladar Guardian tokens. Unless my opponent maybe just doesn't understand how the combo works. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See if we can do this again. So what are we doing? Cleansing Wildfire I don't think does anything for us. Dovin's Veto, maybe. Aether Gust seems like a good choice. Dispel, I could see, counters the Summoner's Pact, but it is kind of iffy. Dovin's Veto counters the Amulets, I guess. I don't think I want those. I think I'm just going to take the Aether Gust and call it a day. So maybe let's like shave on a Utopia Sprawl and a Renin 6. Can't take Jingoth as my companion here. Alright, so we have Aether Gust for a little bit of protection. We have Saheeli and Uro. It's not the best hand in the world, but I think it's passable as a 7. Okay, they play a tap land. That makes me feel a little bit better having this Teferi, but not a ton. Okay, so just leave the Misty there. We'll fetch a Triome at some point. But for now, we can threaten like a Mystical Dispute or something. Assuming they have any blue spells. Smells like an Azusa. Dryad, it's not much better. Okay, this is fine. I'll just play a Teferi and bounce it next turn. They'll get one extra land drop out of it, but it's not much I can do. I mean, I could have done that, but like Ether Gust doesn't really do much for me here, I don't think. So, okay, so I'm just gonna fetch out both my Triomes here. There's my Mere Battlesphere that I wanted in my library. Utopia Sprawl is nice. What's this here? Oh god. I think I'm just dead. I forgot that this can make 2 mana. That's a bummer. I think 18 is exactly how much damage they can do to me in one swing, right? No, 16, I think. Whatever. I'll find out. Oh no, they don't. They can't do that much because they don't have the Amulet of Vigor out. Valakut is annoying. I want to hold up Ether Gust, but I also want to play as Uro, and it feels very risky because so I can't let, so if I need to Uro into a blue source in particular, or yeah, blue source in particular, because I'm going to be tapping out of all my blue to play this Uro. And I want to hold up Ether Gust because I need it, because I know they have a Dryad in hand, and if they have a Dryad, then I'm just going to be dead to this Primeval Titan because all their lands become mountains and Valakut turns on. So that's not happening. So I got to just sit tight and accept the fact that I need to not play Uro this turn. That said, next turn, if I Ether Gust, I can... I didn't take up my Teferi, did I? No, whatever. I don't think that's going to be the game changer, so it's whatever. So there's a lot of things I can do with this Ether Gust, because I don't want them to just draw the Titan next turn, obviously. So what I could do is I could let them attack. Like, let them play the Dryad, let them attack, let them get 2 Valakut triggers, and just deal with that. And then Ether Gust the Titan in response. Or, yeah, so maybe I let them attack, I Ether Gust in response to the trigger, and then they can either choose to get their lands or to skip their land drops. And if they get their lands, then they're going to shuffle away the Dryad or the Primeval Titan or whatever it is that I choose. Because if I... 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 land away from Mere Battlesphere next turn. I do win if I find a Faladar Guardian off the top. This is frustrating. Alright, so maybe I do need to bring in Cleansing Wildfire just to get rid of these cards. I probably should have thought of that. Zombo gets haste for the turn. Okay, where's this Ether Gust going? It's game time. We gotta make a decision, so I think I'm more scared of the Titan now that they had the Field of Ruin out, or Field of Dead out. So let's Ether Gust the Titan, put it in their library, and then they either skip their lands or they shuffle it away. Okay, well, they shuffled the Titan away. Wow, okay. Well, now I'm just dead. Okay, fair enough. Okay. GG's opponent. Okay, so the Cleansing Wildfires are coming in for sure. Shave another Wrenn and 6, and then shave it to Fairy. Whiff. That was not a fun way to die. Yes, I would like to play first. Thank you for asking. Chingatha. Alright, Utopia Sprawl into turn 2 Uro seems pretty good. So let's grab a Stomping Ground, Utopia Sprawl for white, and then we'll have all our colors. Alright. So I can't counter their Titans anymore. But that seems like a weird land to start with, so that might be a good sign for me. Oh, I can't counter their Dryad that they're going to play next turn, fair enough. Can Path to Exile it, though. Ah, Moto. You and your interface, man. Yeah. Azusa. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Well, that's bad news, Bears. They might just have a Titan here. Oh, never mind. They've already played one land per turn, but still. They're going to get a Dryad at least. So now they get to play their land again. Oh, never mind. So now they have Titan mana next turn, so I need to keep up this white mana. So one of their cards in hand is a Gruul Turf, or a Simic Growth Chamber, or whatever it was. Yeah. And then they have the ability to cast a Titan this turn. So they just keep bouncing this, tapping it for mana, playing it again, and then they can, on the last one, bounce a Teleria West, transmute it to get a Summoner's Pact, and then find a Titan. But that's risky business because if they don't win that turn, then they probably lose because I can path to exile the Titan, and then they have to pay for the Pact. And I might be able to prevent them from doing that by pathing the Dryad. I don't know how many basic forests this deck plays, but I assume it's probably not many. Okay, don't need to counter it, so that's fine. Okay, so they're not going to do the path, sorry, the transmute thing. So they have one unknown in hand, if I remember correctly. Okay, so they're going to get some Valakut triggers here. I'm going to have to just take that medicine because I can't path the Dryad right now or else I'm going to get smacked by a Primeval Titan. Uh-oh. Okay. 1 mana off from that. I mean, the Earl Blunder didn't feel good, but at least it wasn't the reason that happened. I still would have been screwed on mana here. So now I'm probably just dead. Because, yeah, I'm definitely just dead because they're going to get another Valakut, another Vasuba, and then they're going to get a million triggers. Yep. Okay. That's game. Bummer. Yes, I would like to play first. Jingotha coming in. This is kind of risky in that I don't have anything to do for the first couple of turns, but I had the combo in hand and I have Omnath if that goes to hell, so I think we'll keep this. I'm playing against Blitz here. That's nice actually. Just gives us something to do with our mana for the first couple of turns. Okay, let's see what they can do. Alright, so I opt, it's just blue-red control. Alright, well, let's just keep going with the plan, I guess. Let's grab a forest and place a Healy into whatever counterspell they have, I assume. No. Interesting. Put that land on the bottom. I think we're good on that. And then we'll grab the Misty Rainforest. I'm kind of thinking that maybe cutting Wrenn and 6 is like just insane in the sideboard. Maybe I shouldn't have done it at all, just because how good it is at keeping me stocked up on lands. Okay, interesting choice. If they have a, okay. They have a spell, like an opt or something like that? I sure hope so. But like I don't know why they wouldn't have done it last turn. Okay. So this won't save them unless they have something free like a gut shot. Because now I'm just gonna play the Felidar Guardian here. Flicker my Wrenn and 6 and then that'll let me ping this again. Gut shot? Nope. Alright, perfect. And now they know I have Saheeli, so they gotta do something about this Wrenn and 6 or else they're just dead on board. That's not it. It's a little bit it. Because the bolt will stop me from comboing this turn. Won't stop me from playing Saheeli though. Let's take up a bit first. And then they have to use the bolt by the end of next turn or else they lose. Or sorry, they just lose it, so. Perfect. This is ideal. Let's take out the Wrenn and 6 on nothing. Could have attacked there, whatever. I'm not super concerned about it at this point. Onus is on them to get doing stuff, so. Yeah, so I'm going to try and get that to Saheeli down. So if they tap out, like I have backup Saheeli they don't know about, so they're, yeah, Storming Entity is fine. And I think I can cast, yeah, I can cast, so if I just get an island with the Misty Rainforest, then I can cast the Teferi and the second Saheeli in the same turn. Okay, so let's do that. So grab the island, and then take up to Scry, bottom, get the Teferi, bounce that, and Saheeli number 2, and that's game. Love it. Love to see it. Alright. So definitely bringing in Mystical Dispute, definitely bringing in Dispel. Probably not bringing in Cleansing Wildfire or anything like that. Might bring in Veil of Summer to counteract like at the worst this cycle, so I guess we'll bring these in. Lightning Helix is probably a good idea. Ether Gust worth it? I mean, I guess it hits the Bedlam Revelers that I assume they have. I'm gonna shave on a Path to Exile. I'm just gonna shave on a couple of these 1-drops here. Remand seems fine. Shave it to Fairy. Shave a Ren and 6. And shave an Omnath. And just take out 6 cards just of my not combo cards. Seems fine, I guess. It seems fine. Just Utopia Sprawl on a forest, and then next turn we'll Utopia Sprawl in the same forest, and we'll get to Fairy out. Keep. Or we can just play Uro, I suppose, if we want to. Sure, Swiftspear's fine. As long as they don't Cleansing Wildfire, I mean, it should be okay. Yeah, even if they do, it's probably fine. And make blue. And pass the turn. Sure, Opt works. Just going to F6 through this turn because I don't really have anything to do. And then play Stomping Ground. Or plan to play Stomping Ground. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, okay. I'll make this make white. And then we'll play the Uro. Gain some life, draw a card. Put a land on the battlefield. Hold up Path to Exile if we want it. Metamorphosis is fine. Might end up pathing the Swiftspear this turn, and then next turn we can play Teferi, bounce the Soulscar Mage if nothing else happens. Stormwing Entity is fine, I guess. Burst Lightning. Feels like it might be a bit on the back foot on this one. I think we are going to end up pathing though. Are you going to gut shot me? Yeah, now I'm definitely going to path, yeah. Oh, and you're going to gut shot me again? Okay, yeah, now you're getting pathed. You're getting pathed so hard, bud. Because now I can bounce the Storming Entity and they got to draw something if they want to cast it again even. Grab the Plains. Path the Swiftspear. And then that way if I find a way to answer the Soulscar Mage, I can do that and protect the Teferi. Like if I end up having to bounce 2 things or something like that, like I find a second Teferi or something like that, then that protects my second Teferi because the Soulscar Mage won't have haste. I feel like that was an aggressive use of the gut shots, but fair enough. Whatever makes him happy. Okay, so let's do the thing. I'll bounce the Stormwing, see what we draw. Run in 6 is nice-ish. Not overly thrilled to see it. I think I'm going to hold up this Remand instead. I wish Run in 6 could kill the Soulscar Mage. The fact that this is a 1-2 is ludicrous. But then again, the fact that Run in 6 can kill X1s is also ludicrous, so I guess we're even on that. Mutagenic Growth. Gonna hit me for 4? Yep. Okay. Unfortunately, they can now cast the Stormwing entity properly. But I'm still going to remand it just to draw a card here. Oops. Okay, just got to go down to 1 for this. That's ugly. But I don't really think there's much of a difference at this point between 1 and 2. Or between 1 and 3, rather. Yep. Also can't really cast the Uro anymore, which is bad. Oh, perfect. Not perfect. No, we're dead. Thinking about flickering the Faladar Guardian, or sorry, using the Faladar Guardian to flicker the fairy, but unfortunately we're still dead to this stupid Soulscar Mage, so probably could have done something differently to save that game, but not gonna bother crying over it. Okay, so let's, this seems good. So let's Utopia Sprawl, grab a forest, Utopia Sprawl, run in 6. Next turn we have next turn we have Run in 6 and Raw Green Triome, get back my Misty Rainforest, and I think we're laughing after that if we don't get too hard punished in the first couple of turns. Yeah, maybe I won't play the Triome, maybe I'll actually just play the land, and then we can hold up Mystical Dispute if we really need it. And if we don't, then we can just get the other Triome. Steam Vent's coming in hot. Metamorphose, presumably into a Stormwing entity, which is going to get disputed. Glad we held this up. Grab the island. Mystical Dispute the Stormwing. And I think that's probably going to set the tone for the whole game, honestly, at this point. Let's get this back. And we're just going to grab a Temple Garden so that we can just play the Teferi. Next turn we can play Omnath and gain some life. Now just have it out on the battlefield, you know? Sure. Swiftspear coming in hot. Swiftspear coming in hot. They can do some damage with these, but remains to be seen what exactly that damage looks like, so. Yeah, so I'm going to bolt me, which is fine. I think that's my preferred version. They attack me out. Okay, this is perfect. That's probably where I prefer the damage to be going right now, because now I can play Omnath, gain some life, make some mana, Faladar Guardian, flicker something. And I think we're laughing after that. So let's see what we draw first of all. Okay, that's good. So let's gain some life. Never mind. They're over it. Alright, that was a good showing. Turns out, just goes to show you don't actually need the combo to win. Just need some good value. Get Jingoth out. Still haven't even put him in my hand yet. I'm gonna do this to remind myself. Did I? Wait. Did I not pick a companion? Okay, I did. Okay. Alright. So do I play the turn 1 Utopia Sprawl or turn 1 Oath? I think I play the Utopia Sprawl because then I can play. So the thought being, if I play Oath of Nissa, then I can maybe find a Run in 6, but I can do that anyway next turn. So, and this plays better if I don't find a Run in 6, right? So, it's the Death Shadow matchup. I was telling you. Don't want to play the Naked Saheeli out, so I'm just going to play the Oath of Nissa here. Alright, let's just play the Triome. Just play it tapped, and then pass turn. Don't really foresee a need to be path exiling this Soulscar Mage at this point in the game. Monastery Swiftspear. And, I don't know, a Bolt or something. Mishra's Bauble, that's pretty good. Inquisition, that's pretty bad. But we have the Omnath, so we're okay for the time being. I don't think I want to play the Omnath right now, so I'm going to get my companion in my hand and pass the turn. Seal of Fire is pretty good. They have a Lurrus for companion, I assume, yeah. I'll take my 4 here, I think. Just going to grab my other Triome. And then this lets me play Omnath. Draw a card. I guess they're probably going to mess my day up with a Fatal Push here. Yup. I smell that I'm going to have to path to exile something this turn. Okay. Alright, I'm going to path the... Ugh, it's hard to choose. I think I'm pathing the Bomat Courier, honestly. Yeah, Christ. Their last card. Oh my god. Jeez. Alright, Celestial Purge seems like it's perfect for this. So does Veil of Summer. Lightning Helix is good. Fiery Justice is the dream card. We're going to take out a Teferi, a Felidar Guardian. It's going to shave on the combo. A Renin 6. Maybe 2 Renin 6. No, it's not. Take out 2 Renin 6. Freeman seems bad against them. All their spells cost nothing. And then take out a Utopia Sprawl. And hopefully that does it for us. Yes, play first, please. Jengatha. Oh, boy. Super tempted to keep this based on Oath of Nissa finding me another land, but it's like too punishing if I don't, so I'm going to go ahead and ship it. Alright, this is fine. We'll go turn 1. Nope. Moto. I was going to click the Misty Rainforest, and then the frame showed up and pushed my screen over, and I accidentally clicked on the dumb mountain. So now I can't play my turn 2 Uro. Alright, well, this turn I guess we'll just play the Oath of Nissa. I'm just going to grab another Uro, honestly. And then next turn we'll just play an Uro Natural. Man, I'm still bummed about that first turn. Crap, jeez. That's probably going to be... I mean, the opponent didn't punish me too hard for it, so I'm not going to complain. Let's play an Uro. Hope we spike a land here. One time. Perfect. And then we can Oath of Nissa. See what we find. Saheeli Rai is the missing piece of the combo. Tempting to get those fetch lands, but don't think I want to pass up a chance at Saheeli while we have it. Abbott. Oh, God. That was a good card to draw. So let's make a blue. Stomping Ground untapped. And then... Oh, right. Duh. And if we find a blue, or if we find any land, we can cast this Saheeli. No, I'm not going to cast this Saheeli. What am I talking about? Pass turn. If we can find a Fiery Justice... No, we need White Source too. Crap. Well, if we can find White Source Fiery Justice, that would be the net here. So there's a White Source. Play Saheeli. Take it up. Omnath seems good. And then maybe we can use this Path to Exile to surprise save the Saheeli, like if they only attack with the 2 Abbots or whatever. Bomat Courier. A lot of small creatures coming at me. Oh my lord. Really need that Fiery Justice, or else we are dead. And Grass Rampage. Jesus. Alright. Yeah, sack my Saheeli. Path the... I don't know, I guess the Abbot at this point. Okay, so we're drawing an Omnath. Alright, let's hope we spike a land, and then we can cast the Uro. Specifically, it has to be a blue land. But any land will work, I guess. Any blue land or a fetch land, I suppose. If we don't, we're just probably dead, so... Yeah, we're probably dead, but let's just find out what happens. Ugh. Am I just dead now? Yeah, I am. God. Man, this deck really struggles when it's missing its land drops. Jengatha. Alright, that's combo. Nothing to do first 2 turns, but combo on the turns after, so that's good. So let's just grab my Triomes, and or at least one of my Triomes, and just get set up. Is this Elves, or is it like some kind of Blood Moon deck? Rock and Triome, get the White Source going. Not ideal, but we'll get the other Triome now. Would have loved to run in 6 there. That would have been the perfect draw. Oh my god, they have the dream. That's not as bad as it could have been. So I can place a Healy, they have to do something special to kill it, and then next turn I can win. Or I can play Teferi and they have to do something special to kill it, and then I can flicker with Felidar Guardian. I think I'm just going to go with the line that maybe lets me win next turn. So, because they need to find a way to put a creature in their own graveyard. I'll keep that Wrenn and 6 there. That looks like a good card with this Arbor Elf staring me in the face. Well, what do they got? They got Stomp? No, they're just exiling my lands. Fair enough. They do have 5 mana this turn. Like, could just be a Glorybringer or something stupid. Oh, why do I talk? Why do I say things out loud? I don't understand. So Glorybringer's probably going to come at me. Scavenging Ooze coming at them. Then next turn I can just bounce the Glorybringer. They probably won't be able to cast it again. Because they're clearly out of lands. Oh, never mind, I'm just dead. I probably should see that coming and prioritize playing this Prismatic Vista. No, I'm just going to call it. Not going to fight through a Blood Moon. Okay, so we gotta prioritize getting the basics out. Good to know. Celestial Purge gets rid of the Blood Moon for me. Cleansing Wildfire is going to be good against their Utopia Sprawls. Lightning Helix is good against their small things, so is Fiery Justice. Ether Gust is going to be good against Glorybringers and whatnot. So let's cut these Path to Exiles. And a Remand. Just cut some stuff to Teferi. Wrenn and 6 is too good with the Arbor Elves to cut, so I'm not going to bother with that. Get an Omnath. Cut a Sprawl, and then call that good. Well, oh, this is actually perfectly fine. We turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, and then turn 2 we have Wrenn and 6, get back to Prismatic Vista, and that's pretty much good enough. I love it when you can keep a good one-lander. Nothing like a good one-lander to keep. Cleansing Wildfire off the top? No, okay, fair enough. So play this, and then if they play a Blood Moon, I can have Celestial Purge up. Pillage? Well, that's some bullcrap. That's fine though, I guess. The Wrenn and 6 makes it not that big of a deal. God love Wrenn and 6. What would I do without you, bud? Obviously not ideal, but still not the worst. And then this turn we can counter it with a Ether Gust. We probably just counter this anyway, honestly. And now if we hit the Cleansing Wildfire, that'd be the nut. Okay, that's fine. Prismatic Vista. This can bounce an enchantment, right? This can bounce an enchantment. Okay, so here's my plan. Let's Teferi. And we'll bounce the Utopia Sprawl. Perfect. And then to have a Blood Moon, I can just bounce it with my second Teferi here. See what we get off the Oath of Nissa here. Prismatic Vista is a good pickup. Just keep us sheltered from the Blood Moon again. So let's tick down with the Wrenn and 6. Tick up with the Teferi. And we'll have the Celestial Purge here to deal with the Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm just gonna, go ahead and exile that. Gets rid of the back half too, which is nice. Don't really care about Colossus that much, I don't think. Don't really care about that either. I'm gonna tick this up, and then play a Felidar Guardian, flicker it, and let's just bounce the Colossus again. Okay. This is fine. Flame Slash, sure. Gonna flicker the Oath of Nissa here, see what we get. Can't cast a Healy this turn, but that's fine. And then we'll no, cancel. Let's grab the Flooded Strand. We're almost out of basics here, so no point in getting back the Prismatic Vistas. Play a Triome. And then we'll tick up, get back to Flooded Strand. And then next turn we can exile, or we can ultimate the Wrenn and 6, and we can start get infinite Celestial Purges here. Alright, that's it for me. You're up, opponent. Alright. Let's see all the writing on the wall. I'm happy with this configuration. Let's just keep it. It's possible I should have kept in a couple of Path to Exiles just to get rid of like the Glorybringers for good, but whatever. The Fiery Justice. The one time I have a Fiery Justice and I can't keep the hand. Never lucky. Oh. Oh, well. Kept a terrible hand. Opponent conceded anyway. Doesn't care. don't care. Oh boy. Alright, well. I guess I'll take that because I was probably going to lose that game if I played it out. Oh boy. Okay, well. That's about it for this league. Hope you enjoyed the deck. I have a sweet spot in my heart for Copycat, so every time I get a chance to try it out, I take that opportunity usually. So if you're convinced by this that Omnath is officially the most powerful card in Modern right now, give or take, head on over to wizardtower.com, and if you want to, get your hands on a playset or get your hands on a box of the new Zendikar Rising set, and you don't want to spend real money, they do have a promo right now where if you trade in your existing collection and you select store credit on checkout, they will give you an extra 30% on top of what they would have given you if you chose in cash. So if you are looking for a deal like that, you want to upgrade your existing collection, move to new decks, move into Modern, give that a shot. And if you have any questions, the customer service is always great. We'll see you next time.